Yes, life was delayed, but it never gave the nod.
Hello, everybody. It's Anna Colloquet here, and you're listening to Never Gave a Nine podcast. I would like to give a shout out to Tanisha. She was the very first person to comment on the previous week's episode. So, if you would like a shout out, make sure to comment on this week's episode. I would also like to give a shout out to Kaya. They were on my Spotify account, and they said that they watch and listen to these episodes and they love it. And they also was a part of one of my previous teachers' classes, Mrs. Broach. So I would like to give a shout out to her as well. Y'all, I want to bring somebody in who is that girl. Okay, she has her own business, a selfie business at that. Let's get into it. Let's introduce Kenya White. Hey, girl. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I personally know who you are. I've
Mhm.
literally lived on the street from you for years. We
Mm.
went to the
Yes.
same school, on the same
Mhm.
bus. So I know you, but if the people don't know you, let them know who you are.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Kenya White. I'm originally from Darlington, South Carolina, and now currently I'm in Greenville, South Carolina, enjoying the entrepreneurship and being with my family. So I am the owner of Self Me Please, now known as Event Decor and More, and I'm very excited to be here on the podcast with Annika. So just let me know
Yes,
what's
girl.
next.
What motivates you to start Selfie Me Please?
Okay, honestly, it started back for my goddaughter's birthday party, her first birthday party, a couple years ago. And my best friend was like, "Oh, we got to do something." I was just like, "Okay, well, let's do pictures, let's do backdrops, let's do selfies. I got the iPad, I got the selfie ring light. Let's get a cute little backdrop." And it was just like, okay, bam. And then before that, I already just kind of had the idea of I'm tired of working. Like it's time for something different. Doing these work from home jobs, it just wasn't it for me and my mental. So during the moment of just getting prepared for her birthday party, I was serious. I done got my LC
Right.
for Self Me Please, and I just let her birthday party just be the first practice or test run. So that was what really first motivated me. From there, it kind of went to me trying to do keychains because I want people to have a keepsake of the pictures that they take. And I said, well, let's just add it to a keychain. So it went from that. And then next thing you know, I said, this kind of working. So let me go to the flea market because my dad used to work at a
Mm-hmm.
flea market and that's all he used to do. So I knew that entrepreneurship was in me somewhere and it was starting to spark. So it's just like, okay. So I started taking pictures there with backdrops. And then that's when I said, okay, well, I want a building. So here I am. I got my first selfie museum. So the backdrops and selfies still was brewing. It was just like, I know this can be bigger. It's just getting my
Mm-hmm.
feet wet, just throwing myself out there. But honestly, from there, I started hosting like birthday parties inside the building, and it's just okay. This fun too,
Okay.
decorating the table, just being able to change the scenery in my museum at the time. But I ain't gonna lie, my marketing sucks since I wasn't from Greenville, South Carolina.
It's
So
all right.
I had to take so I had to take a step back, and that's okay. I had to tell myself that's okay. But Self Me Please is still going to be on and popping. And here I am today, being an event planner with the selfie still because I still have 360 photo booth because that has been the game changer that kept me going to keep my business open,
Mm-hmm.
even though I didn't have a actual brick and mortar. So Self Me Please, we're still alive. We're still going, baby.
So I'm talking about. So I know all of that. I know some of the stuff that you
Mhm,
had, like the brick and mortar and all of that.
mhm,
But come on now, event planning.
mhm.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that
Yes.
because you sound like me
Mhm.
when I was starting. I wanted to do event planning. I did my best friend's baby
Okay.
shower.
Mhm.
When she had her first baby, I did the balloons and everything. But girl, that's too much.
Mhm.
Too much.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
said, no, it's all right.
Hard work, but
Yeah.
it's very rewarding.
Since the start of your business, what is something that you learned now that you wish you would have learned before?
Once again, whenever that business idea came in my mind, I went running. Like, yes, I did my proper due diligence of like, having a business plan and things like that. But where I ain't gonna say I messed up, but where I kind of just looked over was business credit. I started on the
Mm,
personal side. Okay. So I
mm-hmm.
just wish that with the funding that I did get in the beginning, I wish I would have just saved that and then built my business credit and then just had that funding as like reinforcement and got more funding with that business credit. So I could have had a lot more to properly, do all the things that I really wanted to do. So I felt limited because it was my
Mm-hmm.
personal funding. And it was like, all right, I don't want to mess my credit up too bad. I didn't want to do this. So
Yes.
I felt like if I would have just slowed down a little bit, because I was doing what I need to do, because you
Hmm.
wait too long, you're not going to do it. So the
Okay.
motivation was there. So if I could have just took a little step back, just a little bit, and got my business credit first, I felt like I would have been a lot more further than I am now. But either way, it's
Mhm.
still playing out the way that it should.
Okay, come on, business credit. What are some of the requirements for starting a photo booth business?
Yeah. So starting a photo booth business, of course, you need the photo booth. So you have to figure out what
Yes.
type of photo booth you want, honestly, because there's a lot of them out there, and every day they're creating something new. So the type, also the mindset. That should have been the first thing I said. The mindset. Like, are you capable of working for yourself? Do you have the motivation to get up and go and promote and find the clients? Just getting out there. Um, Also,
Hmm.
funding once again, because yes, you have the photo booth, but you still got to have your props. You still got to make it look pretty. Making sure your
Yeah.
marketing is out there. I'm just trying to think. Honestly, once you have those three things, the mindset, the photo booth, and the funding to get all the things and accessories to make your photo booth even better, honestly, anybody can do it. Honestly, it's just saying that's what you want to do
Hmm.
and actually going to go do it.
That makes a lot of sense because you need that funding
Mhm.
and you need props and everything. Because no one wants like a little boring little photo booth, like smile
Mhm.
and then walk away.
Right.
People like little
Right.
keepsake and little props. So that's really good. That's smart.
Right.
Okay, so
Yes.
what are the right? So what are the pros and cons for having a photo booth business?
When it
Mhm.
comes down to having a photo booth business, of course, it's the money. So if you are still working a regular job, you can do that. But on the weekend when you off, go ahead and be at them parties, having fun, meeting new people. So that's a good pro, just extra income. Being able to have a flexible schedule, you can work whenever you want to. You don't have to work one weekend, then you can. Um, Another pro would be, of course, like meeting new people and networking. So if you are starting in your hometown, you never know. There's some people that you never met before, but they've been looking for your service, so you're just connecting with different people, and you may be able to collab and do something bigger just because you're not in the house on the weekends, but you're out and about now. So that's some good pros.
Mhm.
The cons, um, the unloading and the loading,
Mm.
because those foldables are, especially the 360, the one that I have, it is not light, so it's heavy. That um network connectivity. So I do recommend you having a good data service for your iPad. If you use an iPad, you got some got DSLR foldable, so it kind of depends
Mhm.
on what you have.
Yeah.
So just make sure you have good data, or the place that you're going to has good Wi-Fi. So that's some good. Well, that's a con. Try to think what else. Being on your feet, you can't be lazy. So there's times where you're
Yes.
booked for over 2 hours, and the photo booth. Listen, as soon as everybody walk in, even if they never seen a photo booth, everybody staring at you. You just like, okay, well, hey, they're like, what is that? Like, yeah, or whatnot. But once they start to come over and they realize what is actually going on, they're like, oh, we're taking pictures. Oh, it's videos. Listen, nope, there's no sitting down because they on your butt. I mean it all night. For the time you're booked until the time to go, they're on your butt. So I can't say that. So if you're a lazy individual and you want to start a photo booth, I recommend again that mindset, getting prepared to just being on your feet for hours. So yes.
Golly, you signed me. Because with my job, we also do like photo
Mhm.
booth, and I'm like in charge of photo booth station. And yeah, we on our
Mhm.
feet. There's people coming to us. Yeah, baby,
Yeah, a
it
lot
gets
of
like that.
talking. Yeah,
Espe-
so if you're not a people's person,
yes.
think about that too, because it's going to be a lot of people coming up to you, and you got to be great with instructions, especially like for the older people who don't know how to work a phone, and they got to be able to download their video, and they're just like, well, I don't know how to do this, can you show me? And they just be so cute. You're like, yeah, let me show you. So it's just, you have to really be a people's person and just get out of that lazy mindset.
What advice would you give someone who wants to start a business? But you give a lot of advice, so I'll have to ask that question.
I
So
mean,
you're
yeah,
doing good.
honestly, I honestly made it easy for people. I created my first ebook on how to start a photo booth business. I already have it added to my link tree, but I haven't been pushing it
Okay.
out yet because I wanted to wait for your podcast so whoever watches it can get the best discount because now it's 50% off. Yes. So make
All
sure you
right.
guys
Hey.
listen towards the end and I'll give you the instructions on how to get the ebook. So yes.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Because I'm gonna ask that question again. How you get that ebook? So I know earlier you were talking about that you do get some profit from it. So is a photo booth business profitable?
Oh yeah, definitely. Honestly, being in the party industry is very profitable. Everybody's trying to celebrate something, whether it's graduation, you celebrating a milestone because you made it to another year because it's your birthday. You got graduations, weddings. It's just so many events that
Yes,
needs our services. So definitely there's money out there. Like just to give out numbers, honestly, you can make 5 to 6 figures a year if you properly get out
that's good.
there. You can do it on your own, don't get me wrong, but that's going to limit how much you can make. So of course, as times go,
Mhm.
get another photo booth. Hire a team because that's whenever you can bring in that 5 to 6 figures. If you can get booked every weekend, that's the goal. Get booked every weekend. And then if you can find a way to get booked during the week, oh, honey, ooh, that money there is there.
Okay, come on now. See, I didn't know
Mhm,
this. So this is new to
mhm,
me, and that is so really, really cool. I like that a lot. And see, you're going to be helping
mhm,
a lot of people who want to be just like you and start their own business. Because a lot of people are scared out here,
mhm.
but scared
Yeah.
money don't make no money now.
Mm-mm,
So
nope.
for real.
And I had to
So I'm telling
remind
people,
myself all the
right?
time too. It's not an easy journey. You may have some
Mm-hmm,
slow periods and you have some months where it's just like, golly, hello, okay, yes, I'm available this day
mm-hmm,
and I'm not this day. But it's a journey. It's just you having to believe in yourself and setting those goals and making sure you get there. So that's all it takes. It's a
mm-hmm.
mindset thing, honestly.
You're not lying. I'm trying to tell people,
Mhm,
and that's the reason why I tell people to listen or watch this podcast because I'm featuring all
mhm,
small businesses who had milestones, failures, happy times, and you feature all of that, which is a great thing because you're telling the truth about your business. This is your life. So I want to
mhm.
let people know
Yeah.
about this.
And I just feel like
Sure.
you don't have to limit yourself to the photo booth. It's just when it comes down to
Right.
being in the party industry, like I said, it's just so many different avenues and directions that you can take to grow your business because people need all types of stuff. And like you said, balloons. I offer balloons as well. So you got the balloon garlands and I do the picnics and it's just
Mm-hmm.
the photo booth, like all three of those can be at one event. And now because you offer those things, they don't have to call so many people. All that profit can come to you now. And not just
Mm,
about profit, it just give your client that peace of mind knowing that I don't have to worry about all these different people to make sure they're doing the right thing when I could just call this one person. Kenya, hey girl, I saw your business
yes.
and
Hey,
I see you do
girl.
this, that, and the third. Like
Right.
I want to learn more. Like, okay, yeah, let's get a consultation. So just keep that in mind. Like, don't just limit yourself to just one thing. Like, you can do more than one thing. That's what serial entrepreneur is all about. Like, if you got the passion and you believe in yourself that you
Mm-hmm.
can do it, go do it. You got it. Whether you're a man or a woman, like you got
Yep.
it.
You got it. A lot of people do not want to just call most people like, oh, you doing my cake. Oh, you doing this. Now, if you can do some cake, girl, I'm telling you, for real, book for life.
A lot of
That's
party
good.
planners that do offer inclusive type of packages. So I won't be surprised if there is someone out there offering, the cake and food and things like that. It's possible to do all of that. Yes, you just need a team. Don't hurt yourself trying to
A
do
whole.
all that at one time now.
You right about that. How has your life changed since starting your business?
Okay, a lie. Let's get a little deep here. So I was working
All
from
right.
home. And I already knew that I'm tired of working from home. Something got to shake. All right. So by me creating the LLC, starting a business, getting my feet wet with my goddaughter's birthday party, um, let's just say whenever I started going to the flea market, getting my feet wet even more, maybe a year later, I got laid off. And at that moment,
Mm.
I was already looking for my first building. So of course, I got a little discouraged. I ain't gonna story to y'all, but it was just like, you know what? Not to get too
Mm-hmm.
religious up here. I feel like, well, maybe that's God telling me that you don't need this job to hold you back because it's time for you to go full throttle, you know? So I continue to get the building and signed a lease, Yes, I lasted for almost a year at that building. I'm proud of myself. Okay. Just because, I
Mm-hmm.
tell myself just because you wasn't there the whole time, you still were able to show Greenville, even though I'm not from here, that Self Me Please is still a good business for you to work with, you know? So with that being said, let's
Right.
not just talk about Greenville. I am willing to come down to Florence and Darlington, the hometown. So I ain't forgot about y'all. So
All
I'm
right.
traveling. But when it came down to just starting a business, it just told myself that you're not limited to having to clock in to a job for the rest of your life, you know? And
Right.
that made me feel so relieved because I was stressed. Who want to get up early in the morning every day to clock in? Like just the same thing. Like it's just overwhelming at times. So just being
Mm-mm.
able to be my own boss, set my own schedule. That means, as being a mom, I can be at different events for my child during the day, because whenever you have
Right.
an actual job, it's hard to take days off because you got PTO and all this other extra stuff. So just being able to have more time for my family. So that really changed. Again, having the extra income, to help get by until I figure out, do I need
Mm-hmm.
another job or is this going to work? And I ain't gonna lie to you, I haven't had a real job since. And it's 2024.
Yeah.
So that proves to you that it's possible to be a business owner and make things work if that's what you believe in. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. So I can't say it's changed my life a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Yes, you're still stressed, but I'm less stressed if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. I know you were saying that you have your ebook and you have your other business as well where you're doing party planning. So tell everybody how they can book you.
So make sure you guys go visit me at selfiemeplease.com. So just in case, so SELFIE me please.com. And on there it shows all my services, and all you have to do is submit that service. I have an inquiry log for you to like fill out, and then from there, depending on the service, it will charge you a consultation fee. But don't worry, that consultation fee will go towards your actual event once you do book me. I also offer mock-ups because I'm very visual and I'm normal just like
Mm-hmm.
anyone else. I want to see where my money about to go to. So that mock-up is to
Okay.
give you that peace of mind to show you like this is what to expect. This is your focal
Mm-hmm.
point. This is how your table setting will look. This is the colors that you told me about. This is the different ways that I can, you know, match these up together so that it's aligned and coordinated properly. So that's just one thing about me. So make sure you do that. Also, if you don't go to my website, you're welcome to visit me on Facebook at Self Me Please and inbox me, Instagram at Self Me Please LLC. Also TikTok, I have some videos and stay tuned. I got some more stuff
Mm-hmm.
brewing to be more involved with the content. I'm trying to work on that. So yes, so in a nutshell, selfmeplease.com. But then I'm gonna pop up.
And you also said about your ebook. Is that also on your website as well?
The ebook is not on my website, but it's on my
Okay.
Instagram. So it'll be in my bio. You'll click the link tree, and the option you will pick is be a boss. And once you click on that
Mm-hmm.
one, you'll just scroll down and find the ebook that says how to start a 360 photo booth. It is 50% off. So make sure you guys go grab that. So yes. That's where it's at.
Do you have any upcoming events or programs that you are like to share or you're a part of?
Yes, so honestly, I have a lot of events coming up, but most of them are private. But the one that is
Okay.
public is Success is My Pray Power Conference and Book Fair. So that is June 22nd in Greenville, South Carolina at the Greenville Convention Center. It will be hosted by Jared Smith and co-hosted by Brandy Hunt. So make sure you guys come out and get some books and experience some vendors. They're going to have vendors, they're going to have some food, they're going to have a live panel with women and men. So lots of great speakers. And also make sure you message Jared to see if you have any more vendor spots. So if you are a entrepreneur, business owner, and you want to have a chance to get your products and services out there, there may be a table left for you to do that day. So make sure you look him up again, Jared Smith on Facebook. The name of the event again is called Success is My Pray Power Conference and Book Fair. And if you forgot, just send
Okay.
me a message and I'll make sure I get you the right information.
You done gave us a lot of information today, girl, and I'm so appreciative of you. My hometown
Mhm.
skilly biscuit from Darlington. Okay, I'm so
Yes.
proud of you, girl. I pray that you get as many things as you want to accomplish this year, because this year is not over and there's still
Mhm.
time. Okay,
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
so happy for you,
Yeah,
girl.
thank you. And I'm
You're
proud of you, girl.
welcome.
I be seeing you, they blowing up on
Okay,
social
girl.
media. Girl, you gonna be up there, girl. Yeah. So you keep going as
Yes.
well. So I really feel like you doing this podcast and just reaching out to other entrepreneurs and business owners, like that collaboration is gonna take you far. You're gonna be in the right room, and honey, you're gonna have your actual TV show. We're gonna turn the channel 44 or whatever channel. We're gonna see Annika
Come
on there,
on.
baby. Yeah.
Thank you so much, girl. That means a lot to me. Okay, I need to hear
You're
that. Okay.
welcome.
And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. I'm your host, Annika Laquette, and you're listening to Never Gave Denied podcast. Bye.